Yo, what is up YouTube? I'm back with another catch a monster tips and tricks. So for the people who haven't seen my previous tips and tricks videos, this is gonna be new to you. Now for the people who have seen my multiple like tips and tricks videos, some of them is gonna be a rerun information, so you can always just skip over that. And also, if you would like to get in contact with me or like talk to me, ask me questions, my Discord server will be down below in my description. But yeah guys, so to start off with, number one thing you always want to do is after every boss evolution happens, you want to start farming for the new boss evolution. So example, what I mean by that is how they always do evolutions is every 3 weeks or so. So how they've done it, okay? So first update is an island. Second update is the boss for that island. Third update is an evolution of the previous island boss. So example, what just happened earlier was Spear Grove just had Frostworm's evolution. So next update, they're gonna add a new island most likely, and they're gonna add a boss the next week, and then they're gonna add an evolution for Draco Spike because Draco Spike is next in line. So that's why you should definitely start farming for like an S rank Draco Spike right now, just so you can like be prepared for the upcoming updates and everything like that. So another thing I will say is you must understand that some monsters have different passives, and if you don't know a passive, if you click the monster, go to skills, you can see like this is the passive. So I definitely like highly recommend like you look at certain monsters and you see what kind of passives they have, because they could really help you. Like Abyssal Drake is a very popular monster, and it also has a 15% luck passive, so it okay, well that's a bad example, but yeah, it helps your luck passive, and it makes it so that you can get like easy high rank monsters. Now you must understand that I also have all the game passes, so my luck is a lot different than the average person who doesn't have the game passes. But yeah, that's just what I would do whenever like opening something like an egg example. But yeah, and it's always just good to just like be hatching something in the background, because I mean it doesn't hurt you, you know. It takes like 40 minutes or something like that, so it never really hurts. Something else that I wanted to talk about was also the 2 best EXP spots right now at the moment is most definitely, oh wait, it's a Lunavox. Well, hot dog. Anyways, what I was trying to say was this is probably the best place to AFK farm, or this is one of the places to AFK farm, simply because these monsters, like, they spawn around here in like a very closed area, so it's like it's a pretty good place to AFK farm it. And another thing, when you are fighting a monster that you want to get a good rank on, example, you're in raids, you're doing void farms and stuff like that, you want to actually pop your luck potion, because that will like help boost your chances on getting a higher ranked monster whenever you catch them. And also always have a pet snack on hand for if you ever want to catch a monster. Example, I want to catch this voidluna Vox, so hopefully I catch it. I'm not sure if I did. I don't think I caught it. That is unfortunate. But yeah, so this is just a good spot, good idea of like a really good place to AFK farm, because a lot of these monsters are different, and also like they give good EXP. Now these are all the monsters from the Blossom Haven Island, I know, but they are in like a much enclosed, like they're in a closer radius, which is really good for whenever you're farming EXP. The second place that is probably the best place to AFK farm EXP is at Dragon's Breath in the castle. Now I know some people might get like messed up in there, because the Ignis Raptor does spawn in there. Hold on, why is my mount not my fire dragon? I was wondering why I was so slow. Yeah, so some of you might die because this is where the Ignis Raptor does spawn, but if you have like a strong monster that could just like, you know, clap the Ignis Raptor, you should be fine. You know, this is another good spot to AFK farm EXP. Yeah, But yeah, guys, if you guys also don't know, bosses spawn every 15 minutes on the dot. So whatever time it is for you, every 15-minute mark, it's going to spawn a new boss. And unfortunately, bosses only spawn oh, that was weird. Bosses only spawn like once every 15 minutes, and then they despawn every 5 minutes. So meaning if it's like 11:15, a boss will spawn, but then it goes to 11:20, they will despawn. And on top of that, each boss only drops one like material. So example, if you're farming Thunderclaw, they will only drop one Thunderclaw scale, which is really annoying. However, if you use the if you leave the game and join another server, you might be able to catch a Thunderclaw that hasn't been killed yet, and then you can start farming like stuff like that in the span of 5 minutes before they like all despawn. And you could probably rack up around like 16, maybe 15, something around that scales each time, depending on how fast you kill it or how lucky you are getting into a server with multiple Thunderclaws. But yeah, another thing is, if you guys, some people are probably wondering about the +10s near my monsters. That's enhancement serums, which you can get from the Spire shop, and I think you can make them as well in the crafting area. But yeah, you can go over here, use your endless whatever crap, get the potential serums, and then you can use the potential serums over here, pet center. I recommend using it on a monster that you are going to be using long term, because otherwise it's pretty hard to like upgrade your monsters in general, because there is a pity and the chances go lower every time you enhance your monster. So I will say be pretty smart with it, because if you don't have a lot of enhanced serums or Robux, then it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get a +10. Another thing is, some people have been forgetting about gears. Like, guys, gears are still very good, even if it's just the regular gear. Now obviously the super gears and the secret gears are the ones that people want, which is, you know, these secret gears and everything else. But obviously these are also very good, guys, so it's still good to roll mythic gears. I currently don't have any secret gears, but I have a ton of mythic gears that just help my monsters like a lot, just boost their damage and everything else really well. Another thing is team synergy. I recommend always like having a general idea of what monsters to use whenever you're farming certain things. Example, if I'm farming coins, I want to be using a what is it? I think it's a Noctane. Yeah, a Noctane, because of the 35% coin passive. And if I want to be using, or if I want to be like enhancing someone or upgrading someone, I will use the +35% EXP, because at the moment they are the highest coin and EXP monsters in the game. And obviously if you want just, you know, best of both worlds, then, you know, Berry Bun is also a pretty decent overall. It just really depends on what you want to farm. And if you guys also don't know, if you use the index, you can actually click the monsters and it'll show you what they drop whenever you defeat them. As you see, 399 coins, or you beat a Thunderjet, etc. Like, it shows you how much like coins it drops every time you are to, like, you know, just destroy a monster basically. So you can kind of do your own research if you don't trust like certain people's like gold videos, like how to farm gold and everything else. You can definitely do your own research with the index here. And some people don't actually know how powerful or how good and helpful the index actually is. If you look up here, it says origin. It'll show you how to actually catch that specific monster, and weather, obviously any weather. Some of them is like specific weathers that it spawns in. I believe, I forget, it's one of these, it's one of the monsters. But yeah, some of them only spawn at like nighttime, some of them only spawn during like specific weather, snowstorms and stuff like that. And speaking of weathers, these are the weathers. Now some of them obviously give specific things, like rainy gives 30% coins, snow gives 30% EXP, the blood moon gives the like increased chances for bloodlet, the fairy weather increases the chances of getting fairy on your monsters, you know, just stuff, overall stuff like that. And As of right now, the only ways to get mutation potions, if you guys don't know what mutations are, it's these things right here. These are mutations, or traits, whichever one you want to call them. Their only ways to getting mutation potions right now is the subscription, the Frost Evolution event shop, or the Dungeon Spire, or not the Dungeon Spire, the Dungeon Trials, where you have a chance to get an amethyst potion, if I'm not mistaken, from the daily shop. Yeah, but it is pretty rare to spawn in the shop, so definitely good lucks to you guys. I was only able to buy one, but yeah, guys, definitely good luck to like getting amethyst potion if you don't already have one. Another thing is the Frost Evolution. If you're just in the game, you have a daily online time. And if you just sit in the game, you'll rack up. If you sit in the game for 2 hours, you'll rack up all these coins, and that's how you can, farm a lot of coins. Obviously, if you do dungeons, you get a crap ton of coins as well. Dungeons is most likely the fastest way, other than raids, I would say, to get coins for the event. I would also say that you can AFK coins if you just kill a bunch of monsters, but it is significantly slower because you only get 1 coin every time you kill someone. Let's see, and what is it? Some people forget that this guy, he resets his rewards every 12 hours, 7 hours, something like that. But also it's the leaderboard stuff. If you guys want to know what you get from the leaderboard, you actually get kind of nothing. I wouldn't say nothing, but you get stuff. But it's more or less like the titles and the gems, I guess. Because if you look at your rank, I am top 20, so I would get an extra 8k gems whenever the season ends, which is not bad. I'm not complaining about that. But I mean, I wish they would just add a better reward for the number, the top 3 monster, the top 3 players or something like that. But another thing is also you gain a title, which is just to basically prove how good you are, or how good you were able to make it on the leaderboard, or how fast, I guess. I don't know the saying. But yeah, if you click Tower Challenger, this is how you claim your your title. I am currently trying to get the top 5 one. Obviously that's not working out. I'm hoping next update is able to release a monster that I can then use to get top 5 at least. Natsu is probably gonna be the first one to obtain King of the Endless. Let's see, he probably already has Tower Dominator. But yeah, guys, another thing is achievements is really good. Maybe not Path of Progress. Well, Path of Progress is good too, but yeah, certain things, if you just play the game a lot and you grind, you'll slowly gain passives that you can just claim, and it'll just make you way stronger than the regular player. And also, if you guys haven't seen my my previous video or my short, the voidluna Vox is a free code that anybody can use, and that I think the dev is really fucked up with, but it's whatever. You can use the voidluna Vox code, and you can actually get a free voidluna Vox. I will leave the code down in my description, so please make sure to check that out. Another thing is the monster ranch. If you run out of space in your storage, you can always put your monsters in here, and if you run out of storage in here, you can always use your coins to increase the storage by 20 every time. Let's see, crafting workshop. Majority of the crafting materials is either obtained through raids or dungeons, so I don't really even bother doing this. And the pure chaos elixir, from my knowledge, it either goes up 1% to 15%, I believe, but the 15% is very rare. One of my helpers was actually, he used 6 of them or 8 of them, and he only upgraded 1% every time, so he got pretty unlucky. But I do know that it goes up to around 10%, because I've seen it go up to 10% before, because I've gotten pretty lucky with that at one time. Let's see, other than that, that pretty much covers majority of tips and stuff like that. Oh, what is it? For people who are new or newer to the game, mutation potions, if you somehow get your hand on those, you can go over here to the Path Evolution, go to mutation, and say for example I want to add a mutation. So I have a shiny potion and I click it. I can't put it, I mean I can, but it won't do anything to my Lunavox because he already has shiny. Now if I had a bloodlet potion and I put it on him, then it would add a bloodlet mutation to my Lunavox. The only thing is you have to add them one at a time so that you can actually put all of them on one monster. Let me see. Other than that, guys, that will probably be all for this tips and tricks videos. If you guys did enjoy, I stream every Friday morning. I'm trying to stream a bit more often, but you know, obviously it's a work in progress. But if you guys do enjoy my videos and my content, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you wanna talk to me and try to get in contact with some of my helpers, my Discord is always free. We do dungeons every day. My helpers are always on. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. But I will see you guys in the next video. Later.